Hey, it's Jo for Hey Little Magpie, and I'm going to make a mini album for this month's project for Hey Little Magpie, and I'm going to base it on the same style that I made a while back. This is using the Paige Evans Bungalow Lane collection, and I made this book using lots of different papers from the collection. Oops. So it's basically 3 bits of cardboard, which I've cut out here. So you've got a front and a back, and then you've got a spine, and so that's to make these bits here. Then I'm going to have a bigger piece of paper, and that's going to cover the outside, and I've got enough so that it's going to fold over this time, whereas this one it just came to the very edge. So that's the plan for this. It's going to be slightly different. And then for the inside, I've cut this bit of paper. I'll put all the measurements down in the blog post, and I'm making it slightly larger than what I've done on here, so it's going to be about 1/2 inch bigger. And this paper here will then be like this one, and then each page is separate, and it just slots in a bit like a traveller's notebook into twine that's been wrapped around the spine. I'll put a link below back to the blog post that had a look at this one. I can't remember when that was. I think it might have been November or October last year. But I have some pocket pages in here, and that's made from one piece of pattern paper that's folded over. And then I have others which is simply just a piece of paper folded in half. Some of them I've got extra details. So this one has just been, there's an extra cup that's been cut out and raised up on foam pads. This one here has got pockets coming in at the sides rather than from the bottom. There's such beautiful colours in this collection. Haven't actually filled it with anything yet, but the mini book that I'm going to make using this collection is for a travel holiday, so it definitely needed to be using, well, it didn't necessarily need to be using, but I'm going to use the Maggie Holmes Round Trip collection for that. I'll just quickly show you through this one because I haven't actually ever done a flip through. More with the side pockets. And so that's that, and I'll be back to make this one. So I'm just going to do a very quick run through of how I made this. So you see the outside paper there that's slightly larger than the cardboard pieces, and I'm just gluing those cardboard pieces in place. I've left a little gap there between the covers and the spine. That's just so that when you fold the book, the album, the spine doesn't split along the pattern paper. So it gives it a bit of movement. So just going to crease them, fold those over, cut notches where the spine is, and I've also trimmed off the corners as well, so that when I fold it over it sits nicely. So I think I'm just going to use a bone folder just to crease those, and then I'm going to glue those in position. I'm just using my tape runner, but you can use whatever glue you like for this one, or double-sided tape. So giving it a fold along the spines, and then this is the inside cover. Now what I'm doing here, rather than gluing it all in one piece in one go, I don't want to do that, because what will happen is if it's glued flat and then you fold it, it will actually put stress on the outside of the seams, the edges of the outside cover. So I have done each section glued and folded it so that there's a bit more give. So these are the simple pages which I've put all the measurements in the blog post, and they are 6 1/4 inches tall by 8 1/2 wide, and they simply just fold in half down the middle. And then these are for the pocket pages. So these measure 8.5 inches wide and 8.5 inches tall. It means that I've got a flap that I can fold up, which is going to be 2.25 inches to create the pocket. So I'm just showing all the different papers that I've got there. So folding these in half using a bone folder, well, a paper folder anyway, to fold it in half. I think I've got 5 here. I did go back and I chose another paper as well. So I got out my scoreboard and I used that to score along the lines for the pocket pages. Measurements are in the blog post there. So folded it along both of the creases and used that to cut a notch for the middle of the pocket page where the fold's going to be. That just gives it a bit more give. It doesn't make it so bulky when it's folded in half. And then I've used double-sided tape just to attach the outer straight edges to create the pockets. And now with embroidery floss, I am wrapping it around 12 times so that I've got 12 pieces for the pages, because I've got 12 pages, and just tying it together on the outside there. And I'm going to attach a charm to that later. And then just, it's really easy just to simply feed and insert the pages underneath each strand of the embroidery floss there. And what I've done is I've done a simple page, I've done a pocket page and a simple page, so I've put those all in. I don't think I make you watch all of them. No, I don't. Good. Now I'm just spacing out the embroidery thread there so it's all evenly spaced. And this is a quick flick through of the finished empty pages. And then I'm going to give you a little walkthrough. Hey, it's Jo Boland from Hey Little Magpie, and I thought I'd give you a little look through the base of my travel mini album. I've used the Maggie Holmes Round Trip collection for this, and this little tag here is from the Paige Evans Bungalow Lane collection. So that's my front cover. In the video you will have seen how I made this cover, and I've added bits inside it from the stationery pack, which I'll just grab, which is this one here. And I've also cut apart two other pattern paper sheets to make that tag. That's from one of them. And I've cut everything ready so that when I embellish it, I'm all ready to go. All the papers in here are from the collection, and I've added on another chipboard piece there. There's a chipboard piece here. That's cut apart from one of the 12 by 12 papers, and I've used my vintage typewriter just to put on my title there. So there's lots of blank spaces, which I will fill with photos and journaling and ephemera pieces. And I might even, if I need to, I can always cut another page and slip it in there to make more pages, inner pages in that section. These are my pocket pages. That paper I really don't like, but I love the back. So I'm going to cover that inside with lots of other bits and pieces. Another pocket here. So what I've done is I've done pockets on every other page. And so then you just got a blank page, and then there's a pocket. So I haven't added anything into these bits yet. I'll just see what we end up doing on each day, and then embellish it properly later. I love these two together, so pretty. And then this is the final page, and what I have slipped in here, so this is from the stationery pack. I absolutely love this envelope, and it comes with like a boarding card ticket that goes inside, so that's definitely going to go in the album. And because I've got a pocket here with all of these passport prints, I thought that would be a good place to do, good place to have it. And then the very back, I have put on this pocket. This is again from the stationery pack, and I've used double-sided tape underneath that to hold it in place, and I can use that into just to add any other little bits and pieces. And so that is the album. That's the spine with the binding, and that's what it looks like. So there's quite a lot of room in there to allow for lots of photos and extra bits and pieces.